To be a complete fighter, you need to learn how to fight in all 5 ranges. Today I'm going to show you what those ranges are, and I'm going to give you a drill to teach you how to flow from range to range. From early on, Jeet Kune Do has been teaching that people need to be able to fight in these different ranges. Tools, tactics, techniques change from range to range. The really good Jeet Kune Do instructors will teach you how to flow seamlessly from one range to the other. Before we get to that, let's learn what the ranges are. Now, most martial arts styles tend to only focus on 1 or maybe 2 of those ranges. If you are a jiu-jitsu guy, I love jiu-jitsu, but if you're a jiu-jitsu guy and you never train what to do against a knife or a gun, you're in trouble. If you're a boxer and you never train what to do if someone takes you to the ground, you're in trouble. If you have a concealed carry handgun permit and you walk around thinking you're fine and dandy because you have a handgun, you're in trouble when someone gets in your face and sucker punches you or takes you to the ground, or you find yourself in a situation where you can't use that handgun. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to be a complete martial artist, you need to be competent in all 5 of those ranges and be able to easily flow from range to range in a moment's notice. Your lies have had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. So now that you have an idea of the basic ranges, what I'm going to show you today is this flow drill, and I just kind of came up with this. I have several different flow drills. I picked one that I thought most of you, maybe you've trained with me, maybe you haven't, so you may or may not know everything we're going to do. I made it in such a manner that you could probably work with existing skills that you already have. You'll certainly see my students and myself doing certain things that we tend to like, but you are welcome to obviously mix other kinds of martial arts in, as long as you are choosing the correct tactic. So we're going to have a multiple attacker kind of flow drill, but to keep it simple and easy for you to get started, there's only going to be 1 attacker at a time. That way you can kind of get started with the concept of working through these ranges without being too overstressed. So before I go into it, I'm going to do a quick review of the tactics we're going to use in each range. When it comes to handguns, compliance is usually the best bet, but not always. If you find yourself close enough to a handgun, you can almost always do a disarm. If you find yourself at that further projectile range, it's usually best to turn and run. Now when it comes to lunging range, it's all about distance and timing and creating an entry so that you can get in close and end the fight in trapping and clenching range. Now, sport range seems sexy, it seems fun, but to be honest, it is dangerous. There's craziness going on, lucky punches happen, punches just come out of nowhere that end the fight. You just don't want to hang out in this range. Trapping and clenching range is where you have all of your best fight-ending moves and takedowns. It's a great way to control your opponent, and I recommend you end fights in trapping range. When it comes to the ground, it's all about staying calm, in control, ending your opponent's aggression, getting a superior position, quickly ending the fight, and getting back to your feet as quickly as you can, because there could be a second attacker. Your lies have had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. purpose of drills like this is to test your spontaneous reactions based on attack patterns. What do you see? What's going on? How do you respond to that when it's a surprise? Okay, final note of caution. If you are doing these drills and you are not wearing protective gear, you probably want to start doing them at half speed for safety, because things can get really hectic real fast and you might find a tooth over there and a nose over here. So just for safety, a lot of times you want to slow this down. If you know your training partners really well, you can obviously go a little bit faster. Folks, if you liked today's video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave them down below in the comments field, and I'd be happy to look into possibly making one for you. As always, if you'd like to be alerted to future videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the little bell icon so you receive an emailed alert when my next video comes out. Until next time, folks, go get yourself some training partners, come into the gym, get your reps, go become awesome. See you next time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, ah.